moving on. We are doing shelf number 7.
Yes,
Right.
7.
And we are done with fantasy, and we are into... I have separated off Quentin Tarantino movies.
Quentin Tarantino, digibooks, and then into TV shows.
Which the TV shows should fly by pretty fast. Okay, let's move on.
Okay. We have Natural Born Killers.
Which is not directed by Quentin Tarantino. I remember when I was a kid, this movie had so much drama around it. It is very violent, but it is written by Quentin Tarantino, I believe. And then another movie he wrote was True Romance. This is a really good movie, and it's directed by Tony Scott, so really good all around. And of course, Reservoir Dogs, which everybody knows he completely ripped off from a movie, an Asian movie called City of Fire. And then you can't deny Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah, it's the only time that Uma Thurman really looked hot.
Well, that was kind of mean, but kind of true. Moving on. And Jackie Brown, which everybody thought was going to be a sequel to Pulp Fiction. And it does kind of have a similar storyline, or not storyline, but way it's told. But it's really good. It's... Oh, sorry, we're having jacket malfunctions over here.
Not malfunctions.
Kill Bill Volume 1. And Volume 2, of course. Which is funny because the Volume 1 has all the action in it, and Volume 2 doesn't.
It has more drama to it.
Yeah. I think the guy who played Bill, David Carradine, he was like the third or fourth choice because it was originally going to be either Kevin Costner or Warren Beatty, which would either way would have been awesome. Mm-hmm. So, and then his part of Grindhouse, Death Proof, which I actually thought was the weaker of the two. So. And speaking of, this is the full Grindhouse edition. Pop it in, and it's both movies back to back, fake trailers and all. Machete.
Death Proof.
What? Where's Planet Terror?
Yeah.
Planet Terror is directed by Robert Rodriguez, so it doesn't go in the Quentin Tarantino section.
You know, you'd think we would keep those together even if it wasn't. But, you know, Tarantino section.
Yeah. Inglourious Bastards. Probably my least favorite actual Quentin Tarantino movie. I did like it, don't get me wrong. It's still good, but just not my favorite one. This is actually probably my favorite one. Django Unchained. I held it up here. There we go.
It's alright.
Leonardo DiCaprio is a bad guy. He did really well as the plantation owner. Christoph Waltz, who won an Oscar for this movie. And Jamie Foxx. This movie was great. In fact, but Jamie Foxx wasn't supposed to play Django. Quentin Tarantino wrote that movie especially for Will Smith. Thank you, IMDb, for that. But Will Smith was doing a different movie at the time. I think he was doing After Earth. Which I think now he would rather have done that one. Django. These are our digibooks, and this is the classic Martin Scorsese, Robert De Niro, Taxi Driver. I got this at Walmart, day of release, for $13. This is a great movie. So, and Jodie Foster is the underage prostitute. She's like literally only like 13 or 14 in that movie, but her older sister played her body double.
Oh, that works.
And Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest. I love this movie. And Cary Grant, Eva Marie Saint. Yeah, it's a good movie. A guy gets some information that he's not supposed to have, and people are after him. And then there's a blonde super spy who tries to protect him. And once we get a little farther into our TV shows, you'll understand where the TV show was definitely inspired by that show. And of course, Blade Runner. I'm not the biggest sci-fi fan. I prefer more like Alien to Star Wars, obviously. But this movie is great. And this is the edition that has all 5 different cuts on 4 different discs. So, Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Great movie. And I can't actually wait to see the third one with the all-female cast. Looks really funny. Except, I'm a little sad that Kristen Wiig's in it. I know people like her. I just don't. I don't like that woman. Moving on.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is one of my favorites.
See, I prefer the Rocky Horror Picture Show from Wicked, but moving on. Hey, not my favorite movie, but Tim Curry in this movie is just awesome. Any dude who can have that much confidence in garter belts and high heels. Actually, not any dude, just any person deserves a high five and a thumbs up.
Oh, yeah. You did a good job with it.
Here's one for you, though. Most people don't realize that what's her name, Jeanette? Janet, and what was her husband's name or boyfriend's name?
Brad.
That is Sigourney Weaver and Tim Robbins. Most people don't know that, but it is.
Well, they were so little at the time.
Yeah. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
7. This is a great movie. Most people, one thing about this, you watch this movie, the killer, the actor, doesn't even have his name on this film because he wants it to be a surprise. And most people have seen it. It's Kevin Spacey, and he's great. He's creepily great. Mm-hmm. And the thing at the end, most people have seen it. I mean, where Brad Pitt does what he does, it wouldn't have taken me that long. I wouldn't have had to thought about it at all. So.
Okay, so
this is our TV shows, and this is Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. This is seasons 1 through 5 in the first one, and then 6, 7, and 8.
The first 5 are actually a European box set we have. That's why they have the European ratings on the side. Here.
12, 15, 12, 12, 12?
Yeah, I was wondering what's in the second season that makes it a 15.
I don't know.
I don't either. Oh, that's Bentley. We have cats. We have a lot of cats.
We have 4.
More like 5 with the size of this one. Yeah.
It's more like half because he doesn't move out of the chair.
That's true. Okay.
Anyway, we have the Buffy season 8 motion comic.
And there's like 2 more of these. We should really get them.
Yeah.
Because the comic books were getting so fast, coming out so fast that we just couldn't keep up with them. Because we live in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to find comic books. Chuck season 1.
Chuck.
Which, if you've ever seen Chuck, North by Northwest inspired Chuck, because it's about a guy who gets information he's not supposed to have and is protected by a blonde spy. In fact, in the very first season, Chuck has a North by Northwest poster on his wall.
Okay, do I need to pull them out? We got 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Nah, you can if you'd like. But you're going to have to turn them around because...
let's not then.
Oh, somebody's lazy.
No, because I want to get to Firefly. They say this is a complete series. Really, it just stopped. They should have made more. Firefly has a complete underground cult following.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful.
The thing about this, though, is that it's shown on the Blu Ray in the order it came out on TV. But that's not the order it was supposed to come out. Fox decided to reorder the episodes to put more of the action episodes toward the front and the drama episodes toward the back. Well, people are expecting... a lot of people got this sci-fi action show, and so the drama fans weren't going to stick around for it. And then in the later half of the season, there was little action and all drama. So you lost all the action fans you had. That's why it went downhill.
Oh.
You can find online the actual order it's supposed to go on.
Well, maybe I'll look that up. I got Game of Thrones, the first season. Yeah,
this is something they were trying at Walmart. This is what you got, just in this case, and it was only like $20 to try to hook people in to Game of Thrones, because their sets are like $30.
They're like $45, $50 a season, and they're not coming down.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, everybody. Gotta scoot back just a little bit. Next.
We have Lost Girl Season 1. Lost Girl Season 2.
And there's only 4 seasons out right now, but the other 2 are $30 a piece right now.
Yeah.
And we might just end up pulling the trigger and buying them because they're just not coming down.
Yeah, I don't think they will either. Okay, this is The Strain Season 1. It actually came in a box set.
Okay, everybody, hope we don't get motion sick. Came with this guy. This is the Master, who sort of looks like the Master from the first season of Buffy. Okay, back.
Okay, and then I have Once Upon a Time Season 1 and Season 2. This is another series that just will not drop in price. Season 3, I think, is sitting around $40, $45 right now, and even on the sales, it only comes down to like $38.
It's a Disney property, and Disney's just not letting it go.
They're not. I'll flip that around for you real quick. The Originals, this is season 1.
See, she'll do it for shows she likes, but she won't do it from Chuck. We see how you are. Moving on.
Anyway, The Originals was a spinoff of The Vampire Diaries.
Which is over here.
And then we have Revolution, seasons 1, and then there's season 2. They ended up only being 2 seasons that kind of died off after that.
Yeah, they actually did allow them to wrap up season 2. This was the show that Eric Kripke, who is the writer or was the creator and showrunner of Supernatural for the first 5 seasons.
5 seasons.
Yeah, he left Supernatural to do this show, and I don't know why it didn't catch on. If you like post-apocalyptic shows, this is a good one. And they rebooted it in the second season, kind of made it a little more actiony. But it has one of my favorite actors in it, Billy Burke.
Billy Burke.
If you haven't seen any movies he's in, besides Twilight, you really should. Especially Drive Angry.
Drive Angry. He was great in that one.
Yeah. Satanic cult leader. But he walked around like he was a goddamn rock star. Yeah.
Okay, and then we have Sarah Chronicle, the Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah. We actually picked this up. I got the first season, which is only 3 discs, at Blockbuster's dollar Blu Ray sale, and found all 3 seasons. So, and it's a little different. It's got a female Terminator, Summer
Season 2.
Summer Gulick.
Yeah, her.
Yeah. And another thing about the show is that most of the people who play Terminators are actually ballet dancers, because they can control their body more. Mm-hmm. And that's Summer Gulick's background is in ballet. Mm-hmm. In fact, her first television performance is in an episode of Angel.
As a ballet dancer. And then we got Sleepy Hollow, season 1.
I really enjoyed this show. Unfortunately, it probably will not be sticking around after the season 3. Mm. So, I did like the show, though. It's fun. Ichabod Crane, trying to get used to it. Ichabod Crane, the gamer. That was always my favorite part of him, sitting around playing video games.
Then we got Downtown Abbey. It says the original UK edition. I found it at a pawn shop, so I figured I'd watch it.
And here's the funny thing. The pawn shop had it. They had a sale. Any Blu-ray, any 5 Blu-rays for $20, so $4 a piece. They didn't realize that was a TV show, so we got the entire season for $4.
Yeah. Then we got The White Queen. It's a TV miniseries through Starz. I haven't watched it yet.
I've been watching Ash versus the Evil Dead on Starz. Starz doesn't pull any punches. It's really, so it should be pretty good.
We got the first season of Gotham.
Had to pick it up on Black Friday because that crap ain't dropping in price at all.
Nope. We got first season of Flash.
Which I have to admit that I enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I know this is going to split it up, but we have the first 2 seasons of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of the shelf.
My favorite cover actually is that one. Out of all of them. But yeah, so that's season 1. And then season 2. I picked a lot of these up at pawn shops on the way, just around here and there. I don't think I paid new. But I probably bought this show 2 or 3 times and then sold it and then bought it again. Mm-hmm. So, and then when I bought it on Blu-ray, I just decided to buy it and keep it.
Yeah, we're going to keep it.
Okay,
so that is the end of
Shelf 7.
Shelf 7.
All right. Next up is more TV shows and then anime. So, I'll be back in just a second.